see, maybe I can interact with something else in here. Please don't touch the cabinet. Okay. Yeah, no one's here. You really thought it would be that easy? Please stop. We're not doing a special edition of the cabinet rant. I mean it. Don't be that guy. You're being that guy. This makes me think of the Orville now. Fine, be that guy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Wow, they really scripted this one. 1. Crazy how countdowns give the feeling something is about to happen, huh? But yeah, I got nothing. If you're hoping for something special, just give up the cabinet thing already. The cool stuff is up ahead. Did I ever tell you about the guy who stayed late on a Friday night and started writing optional dialogue to add comedic value for those who will bother looking? Imagine reading his ramblings. By the way, if you feel like the cabinet thing is overdone at this point, I agree. But it's solely on you for keeping on trying to open it. Seriously, you can stop this right now. I mean it, you have the power. Only you can put an end to this optional bit. Which is good because I got things to do. If I repeat the same thing 3 times, will you think I'm out of the flavor text? That's the unwritten that's the unwritten rule. We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. I can't believe you. Why won't you move on to something productive? Like maybe advancing the quest, like you said, the 3-thing rule. Like my face is hurting now because of this. Like maybe advancing the quest you're supposed to care about. I'm not gonna lie though, when the time comes, opening the cabinet will blow your mind. And I'm confident in saying this, even though I know you will be expecting a surprise. So how do you surprise someone who's expecting a surprise? With a made-up plot twist, that's how. Now, if you want to know what it is, move on already. I promise it's the fastest way. You're not opening that until the script says you get to anyway. Okay, I'll start looping back to the beginning now. You really thought it would be that easy. I told you already, the cabinet is off limits. Please stop. Come on, that was a good trick. How are you still trying to open this? I thought you would give up when it looked like I was... Excuse me. I was looping. If you keep doing that, you'll have to sit through a boring time. Excuse me. I played this. This didn't get old. It will. I'm crying now. Jeez. Excuse me. It will be boring and philosophical, and I'll even say your ability to skip what I'm saying. Fine, here's some insights from Jordan the Wise for you. Life is going to come at you hard, so there are a few things you should know. Oh my gosh, this is I'm dying here. Oh man, the madness of this game is great. You have the power. Life is going to come at you hard, so there are a few things you should know. Most important of all is realizing that you have something to offer the world. But in order to do that, you first need to sort yourself out. Lending your ear to the lessons contained in stories of old is not a bad place to start. I agree. You see, as human conscience grew in knowledge, it equally grew in arrogance. We seem to be at this point where the value of stories is lost on us all. Not really caring about morals anymore. We are simply looking to be entertained, but their power on our subconscious is by no means hindered by our intellectual pride. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Stories send a clear message to our being, and when told properly, can offer guidance in how to live our lives, impacting us in ways we sometimes don't even notice. Yeah, that's why a lot of us are, you know, very critical of the stuff that's been coming out now. In fact, recurring themes more often than not represent archetypes and contain lessons on how to or how not to behave. Consider dragons for a moment. Fantasy stories always seem to have the hoarding treasure. Not coincidentally at all. two of the biggest and fearsome mammals are fire and reptiles. So dragons are really a metaphor representing that which you fear the most. Now, why would an immortal fire-breathing reptile care to sleep on a pile of gold? The answer can be read between the lines. The treasure you seek is guarded by your greatest fear. Don't get me wrong, the pile of gold is as much a metaphor here as is the mighty beast that doesn't even exist. Find your dragon and slay it. And then your treasure will be revealed. This is the wisdom storytellers of old were trying to convey. Only they didn't have the scientific method or framework by which to structure arguments, or even a high IQ audience. Oh, the lesson isn't any less important or relevant today, however. That which you most need to discover within yourself is hidden where you least want to look. Now ask yourself, why were you so curious about my cabinet? Are you a very conscientious person? Adamant in leaving no stones unturned? Yes. Or have you not mastered your insecurities and the fear of missing out? Is what's really driving you at this moment. Maybe you're simply hoping to get a laugh out of some unexpected one-liner. I'm already getting a laugh out of this, because I'll admit we both know how I could kill the mood right now and tell you about how a depressed clown once attempted to lift his mood by eating bowls of confetti. Oh, this is crazy. What I'm getting at is, regardless of your motive here, you have clearly demonstrated curiosity and faith that the world holds surprises for those who take an honest look. While that can certainly, I have to give the writer credit, to give the writing team credit for this one. While that can certainly be said about the world, it's even more true about your inner self. Now, whether that is scary, insightful, or encouraging depends entirely on how far you have made it on your personal growth journey. How long have I been doing this now? Like 10 minutes? Life is made of many exams, most of which will present themselves to you more than once. Betrayal, joy, illness, adventure, treason, cooperation, purpose, loneliness, warmth, loyalty. Indeed, just like stories old and new, life is recurring themes when testing humans. The important part is not whether or not you pass each test, but that you show up, acknowledge your score, and ponder how it can inform how it can inform who you should become. From there, everything is there inside you. It's a long story, or long discussion inside you to help you find your own way. Who knows, the underlying meaning of the messenger story might even hit you eventually. But for now, let's get back to your adventure. Oh, that was a long one. You really thought it would be that easy? I told you already, the cabin is off limits. Please stop. We're not doing a special... Okay, alright, this actually... Oh, finally done. Wow, that is... Wow, I need to recover from this. This was I was, you know how like you play a video game and you basically encounter some NPCs that will say, you know, certain amount of lines and then they'll loop back, you know. Well, this is freaking they were self-aware enough to, you know what the player was gonna do, and they did this. That's why this game is so great. Please hit that like button with a bowl of confetti. Oh boy.